Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hairstyle was making you look older instead of brighter? It is a feeling many women over 60 share. No matter how beautiful your outfit or how glowing your makeup is, the wrong haircut can instantly add years to your appearance. On the other hand, the right cut can lift your features, soften fine lines, and even make you look a full decade younger. That is exactly what today's video is about. We are going to answer one of the most important questions for women over 60. Which haircuts make you look younger, and which ones should you avoid? By the end of this video, you will know 3 timeless, flattering hairstyles that highlight your best features, plus 3 common cuts that might be secretly aging you. Now, some might wonder, can a simple haircut really make that big of a difference? Absolutely. For women over 60, especially those with fine or thinning hair, the right shape and layers can transform your look. Think of it as more than a style choice. It is an investment in confidence, self-expression, and embracing this stage of life with grace. A haircut tailored to you can feel like lifting a heavy weight off your shoulders, both literally and emotionally. If this intro resonated, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path. It really helps us reach other women who deserve simple, stylish solutions. 1. The chic layered bob. The layered bob is the first haircut we're recommending because it truly is a masterclass in flattering design for mature hair. Picture a cut that sits around the jawline or just below the chin, with soft, graduated layers that create movement and volume without looking forced. That's your layered bob. For women over 60, hair often becomes finer and loses some natural bounce. A layered bob gives that life back. Rather than lying flat, the layers lift the hair at the roots and let light play across the surface, which makes gray and silver tones look luminous and alive. From a stylist's point of view, this cut is brilliant because it combines structure with softness. The length gives shape, while the layers prevent a heavy mask-like silhouette. When you want to make your cheekbones and jawline stand out, a bob that is tailored to your face shape acts almost like a gentle sculptor, drawing the eye to the center of your face where your expressions and smile naturally shine. Visual cues to show in the video here. Close-up of jawline framing, slow pan over layered texture, before/after split screen showing limp versus lifted hair. For women who still color, the bob accepts highlights and lowlights very naturally. They nestle into the layers and create the illusion of depth without heavy maintenance. For the everyday routine, it's forgiving. A quick blow-dry with a round brush, or a few strokes with a flat iron, and you're out the door. On casual days you can tousle it with fingertips for a soft, lived-in look. Include a short retention hook midsection. Stay with me. Later I'll show a styling trick that gives bob hair extra lift using only a hair dryer and 2 clips. Use an example or anecdote to connect emotionally. Mention a viewer, like Carol in our earlier clip, who felt weighed down by long hair and found new freedom after the bob. Her face looked brighter, her mornings faster, and she felt braver. For visual direction to your editor, insert a quick montage of a woman getting the bob cut, the stylist's scissors close-up, then her joyful reaction in the mirror. Also mention practical variations for different face shapes, slightly longer bob for round faces, angled bob for square faces, soft fringe for high foreheads, so viewers feel the cut is adaptable to them personally. End this section with a quick call to action that teases the next style. If you love the freedom the bob gives, wait until you hear about the soft pixie. It's even more liberating. 2. The soft pixie with volume. When many women hear pixie, they picture a very short, spiky cut, but the modern soft pixie we're talking about is different. It's layered, feathered, and built to create vertical lift so the hair appears fuller and the face reads younger. The magic of the pixie for women over 60 is how it opens up the face. By keeping hair slightly longer at the crown and around the top layers, a pixie provides a natural upward movement that visually lifts the eyes, brows, and cheekbones. Unlike heavier styles that can weigh the face down, the pixie celebrates lightness, which becomes especially valuable when hair density changes with age. Another benefit is the time it gives back to your day. A few seconds of finger styling with a small amount of mousse or texturizing cream, a quick blast from a blow dryer, and you have a polished, contemporary look that lasts. Include video directions. Show a quick how-to with product amounts, a pea-sized scoop of mousse, demo finger scrunch technique, and a before/after of add volume at crown. Emotionally, The pixie often represents a rite of passage for women who want to match their inner energy with their outer style. It's a visible expression of confidence and joy. Use a short viewer vignette, Susan's transformation, to illustrate. She left the salon with lighter hair and a brighter face, and her grandchildren noticed how stylish she looked. For viewers nervous about going short, explain options. A longer pixie with side-swept bangs feels feminine and can be tucked behind ears for variety. A cropped tapered nape provides neatness while preserving softness around the temples. Give cross-cutting editing notes. Show close-ups of gray hair catching light, a slow-motion turn to display volume, and an on-screen tip. Ask your stylist for graduation at the crown for lift. Also include retention hooks. Hint at an easy weekend styling routine to be shown later. Address maintenance honestly. Monthly trims keep the shape crisp, but between cuts minimal styling keeps it fresh. For women who color, a pixie often makes color upkeep simpler because shorter hair shows less root contrast as it grows. End with a friendly prompt. If you've ever thought of cutting shorter but felt nervous, try a consultation and bring photos. You might be surprised how empowering it feels. 3. Shoulder length with face framing layers. Not everyone wants to go short, and that's perfectly fine. Shoulder-length hair with soft face framing layers is a graceful middle ground that keeps length while adding movement and lightness. This cut is ideal for women who like versatility. It's long enough for low buns and soft ponytails, yet short enough to avoid the heaviness that can drag the face downward. The face framing layers are the key detail. They are cut to skim the cheekbones and jaw, creating a gentle halo that draws attention to the eyes and smile rather than to lines or a heavy neckline. From a styling standpoint, these layers add texture so the hair doesn't lie flat. A round brush blowout or large barrel curling iron can create soft waves that read youthful and polished. Show visuals. Slow reveal of a woman shaking her hair, a close-up of the layers moving, and an overlay tip. Ask for subtle layers starting at the chin. Share a personal example, Linda's story, to make it relatable. How switching to shoulder length gave her a renewed sense of ease and modernity, while keeping the length she loved. Offer specific advice for different hair textures. For fine hair, request lighter, internal layers to avoid losing density. For thicker hair, ask for weight removal with long layers to prevent bulk. Talk about color integration. Face framing layers are excellent for lowlights or soft money pieces that brighten the complexion. And because the layers move, the color looks natural and dimensional. Add a retention technique. Promise a 3-step quick styling routine later in the video and tease it here. Provide on-screen styling cues. 1. Towel dry. 2. Mousse at roots. 3. Round brush lift. Mention maintenance. Regular trims every 8 to 12 weeks keep the shape fresh, but emphasize that this length often feels forgiving between appointments. Close with an emotional nudge. Remind viewers that keeping some length doesn't mean sacrificing a modern look. It means choosing a cut that fits their life and still flatters their face. The haircuts to avoid. 1. Avoid long, heavy one-length hair. Long hair can feel sentimental, a marker of femininity or a piece of identity that many women cherish. But for many women over 60, long, heavy, one-length hair can unintentionally drag the face down and make features look older. Hair changes with age. It often becomes finer and less dense, and when that weight hangs straight in one length, it creates a downward visual pull that highlights lines and shadows. Instead of lifting the face, the hair can act like a curtain, obscuring brightness and giving the appearance of tiredness. Use a before/after visual here. Long limp hair versus the same hair cut into a shoulder-length layered style that instantly looks lighter and more energetic. Explain the practical issues too. Longer hair requires more maintenance, from longer drying times to more frequent detangling and more visible split ends. That time adds up and can be frustrating. For viewers who feel emotionally attached to their length, offer gentle alternatives. Trim to shoulder length, add internal layers to reduce bulk, or adopt soft waves that prevent the hair from lying heavy against the neck. Include a stylist tip. Ask for face framing movement and weight removal rather than a blunt cut. Also address how long hair can hide the face's natural contours. When you lift length, you often lift expressions and presence. Give a short story of someone named Margaret who kept long hair for years and felt younger after switching to a bob, to create an emotional through line. For those who truly want to keep length, Recommend techniques that preserve movement. Long layers, regular gloss treatments for shine, and lighter styling products that avoid weighing hair down. Encourage viewers to experiment. Sometimes letting go of length is liberating, not losing. If long hair is your comfort, try one small change, 3 to 4 inches, and see how you feel. To avoid severe slicked back styles. Slicked back looks can read as polished on a runway or in a fashion shoot, but in daily life they often remove the softness that makes a mature face look approachable and youthful. Pulling hair tightly away from the face exposes temples, fine lines, and any thinning at the hairline. Details you may not want to spotlight. The glossy, flat finish commonly used for slick back styles can even create a shiny scalp effect under real-world lighting, which is rarely flattering. Instead of creating the illusion of lift, the style can harden features and make expressions red, stern, or severe. Offer an alternative on screen. Show a slicked back bun photo, then cut to a softly pulled back low bun with loose tendrils. The latter preserves elegance but keeps softness around the face. Talk about practical styling. If you need an updo for a formal event, ask your stylist for volume at the crown and face softening pieces rather than pulling everything taut. Share Diane's experience as a cautionary tale. She loved the chic look for an event but found photos made her look older. She later chose a soft pixie and felt her face regained warmth. Suggest product swaps too. Instead of heavy gels, use lightweight creams or flexible sprays that allow movement. Offer an on-screen soft updo tutorial checklist. Loosen at the temples, leave 2 face framing strands, use flexible hold spray. Remind viewers that movement equals youth. Hair that moves with your face creates life in photos and in person. 3. Avoid outdated over-teased styles. Big over-teased crowns may evoke memories of decades past, but that helmet-like volume reads dated and can actually age hair by creating stiffness and an artificial shape. While volume is valuable, especially for fine hair, the technique matters. Backcombing with heavy hairspray creates a static, unmoving structure that draws attention to texture rather than to the face. It can also damage delicate mature hair, increasing breakage and frizz. Offer modern alternatives. Use subtle internal layering, root lifting products, and gentle blow-dry techniques to build natural-looking fullness that moves. Show footage of a stylist using a vent brush and a round brush to create soft lift instead of backcombing. Insert a warning graphic about over-teasing and hair damage. Use Patricia's story as an emotional anchor. She loved the height she'd worn for years, but found that softer layers made her wardrobe look fresh again, and made her face appear more rested. Suggest low-damage volume tools like Velcro rollers or gentle root clips for special days, and emphasize deep conditioning to keep mature hair healthy. Add a quick how-to tip on screen. Lift at the roots while blow-drying with a nozzle, then set with large rollers for 10 minutes. Finish by acknowledging nostalgia. You can honor your past looks while embracing techniques that protect your hair and enhance your current beauty. Choosing the right haircut for you. Choosing the right haircut after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about selecting shapes that highlight your strengths, respect your lifestyle, and make you feel like the best version of yourself. We've covered 3 timeless options to embrace. The chic layered bob for lift and polish, the soft pixie with volume for freedom and energy, and the shoulder-length cut with face framing layers for softness and versatility. We also talked about 3 styles to avoid: long heavy cuts that weigh features down, severe slicked back looks that remove softness, and over-teased, dated volume that can damage hair and age its appearance. The next step is simple. Bring photos to your stylist of the styles you love, discuss face shape and hair texture, and agree on a plan that fits your daily routine. If you're hesitant to make a big change, try a subtle transition, 3 to 4 inches off, added layers, or a short consultation cut. Remember, a new haircut can be an emotional lift as well as a visual one. It can refresh your mornings, simplify your routine, and help your outer appearance match the energy you feel inside. If this video helped you, please like, share your hair story in the comments, and subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path for more practical, elegant tips made for women who want to age beautifully and confidently.